South Alabama's potential could be realized in 2021. This is a team that didn't have a winning record last year, but it's a team full of talented players that could maybe push them over the edge into a bowl game this year. Definitely going to be a tough team to beat in the Sun Belt, and a couple guys we're going to talk about here are some of the best in the country. Well, at least one is for sure. And it's going to be interesting to see what they can do to put everything together. And if they can make a run at the Sun Belt, it'll be very impressive with a new head coach. But again, there are guys that you are going to love watching regardless of what team you're a fan of. Number 10, nose tackle Janarius Johnson. Honorable mention Sun Belt last year with 23 tackles and 3 of them going for loss. Number 9, linebacker Chris Henderson, 4.5 tackles for loss last year. A guy that's going to work up the middle with Johnson to try and stuff the run, make life difficult. The defense was the weakness of this team last year, but we're going to see here there's a lot of guys returning that are going to maybe make this the strength of the team. Another guy on defense, cornerback Ryan Melton, had 3 passes defended last year, and he's just one of the secondary players that we're going to talk about here. Another guy, David Flynnard, he had 5 passes defended with 21 tackles, does a little bit of everything in the trenches, on the backside, you name it, he's going to do it for you. Number 6, guard Hayden Merchant. This offense, like I said, was explosive at times, and guys like Merchant up front are going to play a big role in if they continue that this year or not. Number 5, Devin Raquette. Had 2 picks and 3 passes defended. Another cornerback. This will be at least one of the most experienced secondaries in the conference for sure. Can they take another step forward? It's going to be interesting to see. And the next guy we're going to talk about, safety Keith Gelman. 3rd team All Sun Belt last year with 84 tackles and 10 passes defended. Now, you'd like to see his tackles go down a little bit. Your safety probably shouldn't be having that many tackles unless you're using him that much, and really it wasn't the case. Gelman should have more tackles for loss if he has 84 tackles, and that just indicates that he was doing a lot of cleanup for guys up front. Number 3, linebacker Nick Mobley had 94 tackles last year. This is a guy that's going to be one of those guys that makes sure that the running backs, the ball carriers, don't break free. A guy like Keith Gelman should not be making that many tackles, and Nick Mobley can make sure that that number goes down. Number 2, transfer from Utah and South Carolina, Jake Bentley. Jake Bentley started at South Carolina for a while and then transferred to Utah. Things didn't go his way, so he transferred to South Alabama for seemingly his 7th year or 8th year, whatever, of college. He's been here forever. He has over 8,400 yards in his career with 61 touchdowns, but he also has 38 interceptions. The guys that he's going to throw to might make life easier, but he definitely needs to get those picks under control. Number 1 is one of the best wide receivers in all of college football, Jalen Tolbert. 1st team All Sun Belt selection with over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns. If you don't know his name already, you better get used to it because you're going to be hearing it a lot. Jalen Holbert is an absolute beast. The Sun Belt does not like covering him. Whenever they have to play South Alabama, they know they have to cover Jalen Tolbert, and then the rest they'll just figure out later because that's just how good he is. South Alabama has a lot of high-end talent, at least near the top. Do they have the depth to put it all together, to be a solid team, to be a competitive team in the Sun Belt? I'm not sure at this point, but as you can see, the defense should take a step forward. The offense has its quarterback. Even if it's a competition in the fall, there's still, I think Bentley is the guy. Tolbert's a monster, and if all else fails, you can just throw it up to him, and things should go well for you there if you decide to do that. Can anybody besides Tolbert be a guy? Bentley needs to obviously work on his picks, but like I said, if you're throwing to Tolbert, you're usually making a good decision.